4, 3, 2. What up, y'all? Welcome to Here's the Thing. I'm Kev on stage. She.
That chick Angel.
Welcome to another podcast episode. Smash that like button. Smash that notification button. Smash that subscribe button on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you find your podcasters. As you can see, Angel is virtual Tanksley today.
Virtual
Angel,
Tanks is what they call her.
Virtual Tanks is in Lexington,
Huh?
That's all right. Lexington, Kentucky.
5, 4.
Angel is in Lexington,
Kentucky.
4.
Angel is in Lexington, Kentucky. Angel, why are you in Lexington, Kentucky? Oh my God. Why are you not in Los Angeles today? Why are you in a different place than Los Angeles?
I am in Lexington, Kentucky because I will be joining the slightly problematic tour for the rest of the show.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I am actually from this sweet little town of Lexington. So I brought my family here early so that they could meet the slumlord, because a lot of them have never.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They ain't seen Marmar.
They had not seen my sister, a couple of his cousins had never held him or seen him. So, yeah. His aunts and stuff, they needed to see him. So we came in a little bit early.
That's so sweet. I'm very excited to have Angel on the road. Lexington, Kentucky this weekend. Boston next weekend. We had 2 weeks of great shows. 6 sold out shows in Tacoma, Washington.
Congratulations.
Thank you. But it's the Unruly Cousins tour begins this week. So make sure you pull up and get your tickets. Also, while we're talking about it, Chicago sold out. And here's why I tell y'all to get your tickets if you want to come. So here's how it works. And this is why Chicago sold out without anybody even knowing until a fan, Sage crew member, told me. The clubs are supposed to record the tickets each week. Every Thursday I get a report on how they're doing. Chicago hadn't reported in like 5 weeks. And since it was so far down the line, I wasn't even really tripping because I was like, oh, this is selling pretty good. But it's in September. I'm not tripping. I'm on Twitter and Stage Crew's like, yo, Kev, all your Chicago shows are sold out. I'm like, that's impossible. So I go back and check the thing and I'm like, oh, they hadn't reported in 4 or 5 weeks. I go click on the link and lo and behold, they're all sold out. Now I'm talking about 5 shows, full capacity, all sold out. So again, I tell you, if you want to come see us, just get your ticket. It's not keep your distance. There's not an unlimited amount. There's a finite number of tickets. And a lot of people already had tickets from when I was going out last year. So it's not like when 500 come available, all 500 available. It might only be 180 because 320 are already sold. So again, look at the thing. We just added Greenville, South Carolina to the tour. We just added New Brunswick, New Jersey, which is in the New York area. So just look. All right. Are you guys ready to start this show?
Wait a minute. But Kevin, can I ask, how does it feel to be selling out so many months in advance?
You know what, Angel? It feels good. I'm not going to hold you. I mean, this is the truth. Now, when I said Salt Lake wasn't selling, it wasn't selling. When I tell y'all the truth, this tour I actually have not had, and it doesn't look like I'll even have to use any Facebook ads. Like generally, I got to use Facebook ads to help, because the algorithm doesn't show you stuff everywhere.
Those Facebook ads aren't cheap.
And they're not. And the way these are going now, I haven't bought one ad. Even Salt Lake City, I was like, I wasn't going to buy ads because I feel like if my fans aren't there, ads ain't going to matter. But selling out with 0 ads is fantastic because that means I'm less reliant on social media. And a lot of that is just the Stage Crew and Patreon. These people buy them tickets early.
Yes,
if you live in New York, you missed out before they even went on sale because I put the Stage Crew, and before I hadn't even got the New York City specific flyer back yet. And they were sold out. So again, I tell you, if you want to come, just get your tickets early. All right, here we go. First thing on the docket. This went low-key viral. Last week, it was a topic of conversation on Twitter for about 3 days. Still, people are kind of talking about it. Monique, the comedian, she feels a way about women and their airport dresses. I don't remember which videos first, so I'm just going to play both. And then I'd love to hear from Angel, who's a Black woman.
Auntie. Some of y'all have given me the title of Auntie. And I'm honored that y'all do that, right? But there are times where Auntie Gotta talk to her babies and say some real. So, yesterday, I was in the airport in Atlanta because I'm in Jackson, Mississippi now at Chuckles Comedy Club, right? And we got 3 shows tonight. We got a matinee at 5:30, then we got 7, then we got 10, right? And I'm excited. I always love going to the stage. So when we got to the airport yesterday, I was excited, like, all right, baby, let's go get him in Jackson, Mississippi. And as we began to walk through the airport, I saw so many, actually too many to count and too many for me to tap. But I saw so many of our young sisters in head bonnets, scarves, slippers, pajamas, blankets wrapped around them, and this is how they're showing up to the airport. And I've been seeing it, not just at the airport, I've been seeing it at the store, at the mall. I've been seeing sisters showing up with these bonnets and headscarves and their slippers. And the question that I'm having to you, my sweet babies, when did we lose pride in representing ourselves?
Oh, that was it? Okay.
No, then the next one. When did we?
Here's the next one. This is the next one.
Asking our wiser sisters, when we see our little babies out there looking like they just don't care, and I'm not saying y'all don't, it looks like it. Can we just tap them and say, baby girl, you deserve more than what you're showing. Represent you with pride, my babies. And that may be a part of us helping our community. Because if you look like you don't give a damn, how you gonna be treated? So, when I say, hey, queen, I can only say it to the sisters that it belongs to. Because a lot of us are still in queen training. So if you're in queen training, stop being fearful of taking your position. And queens don't walk around with bonnets and headscarves and slippers and pajamas. That's for the house. When you go outside, represent you, baby, like you are worthy and you deserve the title of Hey Queen.
Okay, Angel. So as a black woman, I want to know, should I refer to you as a queen or a queen in training based on your airport attire? I've yet to travel with you. You went ahead to Kentucky first, so I have not seen. Are you QIT or are you full Q? Please, I'd like to know.
I'm a grown ASS woman is what I am. I'm a grown woman. I don't need someone's fake title to decide what I am and what I am not. I don't understand people's obsession with telling Black women how they have to present themselves outside. I've traveled several times, not as much as you have. I have literally seen strippers who have been flying from ATL to LA for some event. And if they're not strippers, I'd be surprised. They look like they had skills and they had the bodies to make that thing work. And they were dressed to the point where I had the assumption, but I wasn't thinking, what's she doing wearing this outside the house? Apparently she's comfortable with how she's dressed. I didn't have to pay for her to be dressed this way. I don't have to look at her if I don't want to, nor do I have to then tell her my opinion of who she must feel or how she must feel about herself because of her attire. I don't have the energy. There was a crazy lady, and I'm pretty sure she was crazy because she was cussing at cars, walking down the street in Los Angeles in a 2-piece bikini, body just all over the place, butt cheeks hanging out. I didn't even care about her walking around the way she was, out of her mind. So I don't understand why people feel like those who have paid for a plane ticket have to dress in a way that makes them feel as though they can give us a certain amount of respect. And if you don't want to respect me, that's fine. That's so. My world is not going to stop. And I love Monique. So, and this does not change it. But let me tell you, I am not out here trying to get Monique to call me queen. I'm actually not trying to get anybody to call me queen. You can just call me by my name and we good.
So let me ask you this. Two questions. What do you wear to the airport? What's your plane attire?
Oh, however I feel. It truly.
But would you wear a
depends
bonnet in the airport?
It depends. If I'm on my way, like when I was dating, when me and Marcus were dating and I was flying back to come see him, absolutely I was in a bonnet. I was preserved. And then sometime halfway through the flight or towards the last 15 minutes before they started the descent, I would go into the bathroom. I would take out my rollers, take out whatever I had underneath the bonnet, style my hair, do a full face of makeup.
In the airplane bathroom?
Yes.
In the airplane?
Would it be
In the
contingent
plane.
on turbulence though? Because a lot of times you be
Listen,
there's a lot
in
of
there
movement.
getting it done and come off the plane looking fresh to death. Heels, because I wouldn't walk in the heels because there's too much to do the heels going through the airport, but I have them in my carry-on, put those heels on, walk off the plane. Whose is it?
Whose is it?
Whose is it?
So let me ask you this. So
Go ahead.
So that means you went into the airport on your departing flight with the roller set or what have you. If a black woman older than you tapped you on the shoulder and said, "Hey, my sweet baby, I'm going to have to demote you from queen to queen in training. You shouldn't be out here dressed like that. You deserve better." What would your response have been? And mind you, she's older than you, so you got black woman respect that you got to deal with.
I would say, or what I would do, I would purposefully spend extra money to fly first class so that I could board the flight before her. And as I was getting on the flight, I would tap her and say, "Hey, queen, if you need anything while I'm sitting in first class, you let me know. Just tap me. You'll know who I am. I'm the one with the bonnet on in the seats in front of you."
So my cousin, Bex, she taught me about this term. Bex, can you join us real quick? I want to make sure I don't say something wrong.
It's massage noir. Is that
No,
what it
I
is?
think it's respectability politics, but I don't want to be wrong. Is she back there, Josh?
Respectability politics.
Oh my gosh, she scared me. I
Bex,
almost squared up on somebody.
is this...
I saw a figure in my parade.
You know, Bex got the straight backs in, Josh. The day ain't the day you want to mess with her.
Sure.
You don't want to mess with a
I
black
didn't
woman
make
with
eye
straight backs
contact.
in.
That was
Bex,
just almost reaction.
is Monique's bonnet thing, is this considered respectability politics?
About her being like, don't wear a bonnet,
Yes.
even though she was in her house robe.
That's also
on.
something I wanted to bring up.
Like, girl,
Yeah.
you got your house coat
In her
on.
house
you ain't gonna
robe.
put on no bra, nothing. But you gonna talk about somebody in a bonnet, ma'am?
Her titties were tittying,
right.
and she didn't
You
care.
gonna have people canceling you? Like, you just got back.
Somebody said that, and I thought didn't even think about that
She
because
in her house coat.
the internet video is the world. Like, you are presenting yourself to the world as well. But,
To the world.
and she was looking like you look in the house,
Look
but she
at her.
right, like my grandma. Only difference is, oh yeah,
That's big Ruthie energy.
Ruthie might not have the teeth in. She might not. She didn't have the teeth in for my Zoom birthday, huh?
She's QIT.
Oh, Ruthie's big queen. Yes. I wish Monique would tap Ruthie on the shoulder and say, "Now I'm going to demote you."
She
Listen,
gonna gather you real quick.
let me tell you what you ain't finna do. Not big roof. But can you say what respectability politics is just real quick? Because I think this falls under that.
Oh, yeah. So it's pretty much like it still falls under like white supremacy, right? Like just leading up to like what a white person's standard would be, how you should act, how you should be, all those other things. So yeah, that would definitely be like respectability politics. Like you have to present yourself a certain way for people to respect you, or you're a human and you deserve respect because you're a human.
Right.
And so like, that's just like the long and short of it. But a bonnet ain't gonna say whether or not somebody should respect you or if you are deserving of someone treating you.
Perfect. Thank you, Bex.
Right.
Bex is very smart and very young, and she got straight backs in, so leave her be. Here's my thing about it. I can't imagine. Well, first of all, let me say, men, we very rarely have this discourse thrown our way from. You don't see Kevin Samuels as much saying, "Brothers, you got to wear no. I see too many do-rags at the airport." It's just not as common. Even though the do-rag is basically essentially the same thing as a bonnet, it's a protective thing to either protect your waves or your hair or whatever the case is. Me, Kevin, obviously I would not dare tell another person what I think about what they wear. I know Melissa is gonna have that blanket. That my wife, she don't care what Monique says. she's not going to be cold. And she's cold everywhere. And I'm not even saying like anemic cold. I mean, she just is a small woman, so she's often cold. You can also be anemic. Planes be freezing. Planes either be
no
hell or Antarctica. There's no like, oh, this is a cool 71. So she would, not even potentially. It's very light. Now she very rarely walks through the airport in a blanket. She usually just stuffs it in her bag. But it's not out of the realm of possibility to carry a blanket. I thought the blanket was an interesting one because the bonnet, okay, respectability, slippers, pajamas, that's a common discourse. But the blanket was like, man, people be cold. That's the only way to really regulate your own temperature on the plane because you can't make it warmer. You know what I'm saying? And Melissa have the sweatpants and the hoodie on and the blanket and still be cold. So for me, I haven't worn my do-rag in I've been bald for a while.
That's by choice. It's.
But if go ahead, Angel.
Go ahead.
No, you're good.
I just don't see why. I know there are people who are just like, I would never wear a bonnet. I've been wearing bonnets in public since I don't know how. I dropped my son off to the bus stop, bonnet, moo-moo. You gonna get what you get. He's
Bonnet,
here on
moo-moo?
time. He's dressed. Bonnet and moo-moo. He's dressed. Y'all gotta understand, I got 4 kids. I got 4 kids that I used to have to get out of the house to drop off one child to the bus stop and then drop off the other 2. So Amar would still be in pajamas, or sometimes he'd be wrapped up in a blanket so you couldn't see what he had on underneath, moo-moo and bonnet. I could care less about what people thought about me because I know I'm getting my son well fed to school, to the bus stop on time. And I'm still very perplexed. It's not like we don't understand Black women's hair. People understand we're not white women. We can't do, a lot of us, even if we have a la natural hair, like where there's nothing on it, we can't do the wake up, shake our hair out and our hair look what is considered presentable, because then you got that whole definition. And then at the same time, for instance, for me, when I was going through my bout of alopecia, I had to wear a head covering or I was going to be showing bald spots left and right. So for me, it was like, I'd rather obviously be in a bonnet than to be worried about, okay, is my wig on straight? Is this on right? So to even think that you have the right to judge a woman just because she's not dressed how you deem to be respectful is so off base. And just because people give you the fake title of auntie does not mean that you now have the free reign to judge us based off of appearances. This is the same thing. This is the reason why Black people are getting shot in the street by folk is based off of appearance, not knowing any, and it doesn't matter. We could be in a suit. We could be in high heels, red bottoms. They still won't come up with a reason for why we don't fit where we're at. And so to just perpetuate it is for Monique, a Black woman, someone that even in her darkest hours, we have come to bat for. When she was getting dragged, we try not to drag her as hard as she might have been getting dragged by other people, to then be like, you don't look like you respect yourself. It's just like, ma'am, some people thought you sounded crazy when you were saying boycott Netflix, but we still here with you. So like, Miss Ma'am, sit down. If you don't want to wear a bonnet, don't wear a bonnet. If you feel like it's unruly to wear in public, don't wear it, obviously. Just like I'm not about to have my whole entire booty cheeks out while I'm at the airport. But if another woman who loves her body decides to have some booty meat out at the bottom, that's up to her. That is up to her.
Booty meat is a very funny phrase, by the way. I don't think any other culture says booty meat, but Black folks are, you over there with that booty meat out there in the Publix, not the grocery store.
Not the grocery store.
What would be too far for you though, Kev? Like, what would be the thing that would make you go, now, dear God?
To a man?
Yes.
Man, dang, I don't know, because I very rarely even think about what other people are wearing when I'm out. Like, I would actually think wearing the suit, be like, hey, you got the suit and hard bottoms on in the plane? You really out here doing it. Like, I can't imagine having slacks on and hard bottoms on a plane. I know that's when air travel first started. They was wearing the full suit, Mad Men style, on the plane from here to Denver. You want a quick 2-hour flight? I got to look presentable. But for men, I don't think it's the same thing. Like I've seen everything, and I be trying to get to my Sky Club and and get something to eat. I don't really think about it too much.
Okay, Flex. I just try to get to my Sky Club.
I'm just trying to get to the Sky Club. That's also funny that you mentioned the Sky Club because I mentioned it. I in my set, I'm figuring out. So real quick, we got to do an ad, Angel. I don't know if you know or Josh. He flashed it.
I did. I was about to work it in, but let's jump into it.
I didn't know, and you're far, Angel. I can't feel your energy.
I am. You know, I'm skilled at this.
I know, but I didn't know you saw
all the skills.
And listen, I'm so skilled because I be using Skillshare. You know, that's why
I learned the skills. It must be Skillshare.
I didn't know, Angel. It's my fault. But Skillshare, I knew you were skilled.
Yes, Skillshare is a sponsor of today's episode of Here's the Thing. Skillshare is an online learning community that offers membership with meaning. With so much to explore, real projects to create, and the support of fellow creatives, Skillshare empowers you to accomplish real growth. Now, let me tell you something. Let me tell you a class that I am currently taking. And I don't think my husband knows, but I'm about to be all up in his face. I'm taking like this green thumb Skillshare because
really?
Yes, because Marcus loves to call me out that I kill plants for fun. And I don't. I be buying mint plants and they usually die in a week. He's saying I murder them and it's not on purpose. So I started taking this class on Skillshare on how to deal with houseplants. And I'm gonna be so cold-blooded when I come up out of this. I'm gonna just be buying plants and they're gonna be living, and he ain't gonna have nothing to say about it.
They're gonna be living.
They just gonna be living. I didn't even know Skillshare offered this. It was on it ended up being on one of their recommended lists, one of their Skillshare originals. And there's so much stuff I didn't know about how to make good soil, about what plants need certain light. Listen. I'm just telling y'all, Angel about to have a green thumb over here. Both of them gonna be green. They're gonna be kind of teal because I'm balded like that. But it's because of Skillshare that I am able to know that I will have a green thumb. So do something today that you wouldn't do yesterday with classes designed for real life. Skillshare is also incredibly affordable, especially when it comes to if you compare it to pricey in-person classes and workshops. The annual subscription to Skillshare is less than $10 a month.
That's it.
So that's it. Less than $10 a month for an annual subscription. Come on, somebody. So explore your creativity at Skillshare.com/SK. And get a free trial of premium membership. That's Skillshare.com/SK. Explore your creativity at Skillshare.com/SK. And get a free trial of premium membership. That's Skillshare.com/SK.
All right, moving on. This also happened last week. Diddy, for reasons unknown, just decided to post a throwback of him and Jennifer Lopez from, I believe, 2008. So if you don't know, J-Lo and Alex Rodriguez broke up. Alex was in a tough spot. He was on his Instagram story.
Am I right? Sorry.
That's a baseball joke. I get it. So he had I don't want to call it a shrine, but he had a section of desk or something with all the pictures of J-Lo, and he was on his story posting with sad music showing all the pictures, right? J-Lo's been spotted. Yeah, he was out here. He was out here. He was Dwight when Angela said no. So he was down bad. J-Lo's been since then spotted with Ben Affleck. Coming out of various hotels and the like. And then all of a sudden, Diddy just posts throwback of them holding hands. My question to you, Angel, how would you feel if Marcus just posted a picture of him and random Kentuckian woman from 12 years ago after y'all broke up?
You see her face change? You got to tread lightly here, Kev. I don't know.
I kind of feel like Angel and Melissa have big evil energy in regards to things like this.
I'd be like, obviously his account was hacked. That's what I would assume. Obviously, someone has hacked his account. First of all, Marcus did good not to take pictures with anybody he was talking to.
Really?
Yes.
There's no photo evidence?
He has like prom pictures, but Marcus was not out here letting people claim him. So, I mean, we Gucci on that. Like, he really wasn't. That was his whole thing. He's like, I'm not cheating because I belong to no one, and they know this.
Interestingly enough, true story. Yesterday, former flame of Melissa's tagged her in. I guess he was going through his yearbook, and he put the picture of him and her at the dance on his story, and also in the same story frame, put a picture of me and a former partner, a former acquaintance,
right?
You know, may have went to a dance or two with.
Yeah.
So Melissa sent that over to me, and I was like, so he's diddying you right now. He's just, remember now, mind you, this picture is, it's 2021 now. That picture is legitimately 19 or 20 years old.
We were just up there.
It said 2000 in the background.
It was. It did say 2000.
Y2K, man.
It did say 2000. So it's 21 years old. Me and Melissa been together for a minute. And I proceeded to go through his Instagram because I hadn't known his name.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah. I said, I've been looking. So his Instagram is nothing related to his name. You think I didn't search just to remind her of where God has delivered her from the hand of the Amalekites? I said, and then he sent that, and the Instagram name wasn't, because Melissa sees more DMs than I do. I don't check that 99 request thing. If I don't follow you,
the dark side,
man, good luck. I wouldn't even have got this doll, this Kev on Stage Funko Pop, if it wasn't for Kat. She's like, yo, this dude sent you this, and he's at the show tonight. And I was like, really? So then after I found his name, I found his DM, and he had DM'd me, but I don't go in there. That is World Star Comments. I don't want no trouble. I don't want nothing. If you want business with me, you got to go through the proper channels. Amen. I just don't do it. So, I went and found his worst pictures. Yeah. Oh, he works where? He works?
Oh, my God.
He can't go to Amsterdam tomorrow if he felt like it? Wow. Must be crazy. Punch in a clock. You over there, W2ing? Now, for the rest of the world,
get me out of here.
For the rest of the world, that's fine. Can you tap that iPad, Josh? It's about to go dark.
Oh, now you need my help, the W2er, huh?
I'm not talking about the rest of the world. I'm only talking about, thank you, sir, Melissa's former love. And it's funny because I was like, she's so funny. I was like, what did you see in him? She was like, I wanted a bad boy, but then he smoked. And I was like,
that's part of the.
She was like, oh, you're bad for real. Like, oh, you
training package right there.
You really smoke? Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, Melissa, by the grace, she didn't know if she wanted to be hood Melissa from Toledo or saved girl. And if she didn't find God, she could have been 2 packs a day, razor underneath. She got that energy where it could have been, by the grace of God, it could have been another way.
Well, Melissa has the short haircut that lets you know that it could have went anyway.
Listen.
She's got that haircut that lets you know either she knows a bunch of scriptures or she got a razor blade under her tongue. One of the two.
Listen, I've seen in them 21 years, there's been a few flashes of it. It could have been me. It could have been me. If it wasn't for the blood, it could have been. Yeah. It could have been her. Mel too. Nick, her baby sister, big squabs. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She done fought as a grown woman, and she had. I remember we was I don't know. Me and Melissa were somewhere, and we got a text. Nick over here fighting. I said fighting. And she's the quiet one. She's the quiet one, but she has the biggest ovaries of the three. Melon and Liz, they'll be DMing. If push come to shove, they'll pop off. Monique is push and come to shove, but she
is there.
She ain't doing no snooping. What's up? I heard you was talking crazy. What's popping, Josh?
Yeah.
Can you do the iPad? Hold on. I don't know why it's not. It thinks it's don't want to be right. So anyway, is this just a celebrity thing? Is it just the celebrities can do stuff? Because I feel like regular people, you could cause an argument. Like my friend's podcast, is this going to cause an argument? You could cause an argument if you just decided to post that picture. Be like, why? I could see a woman being. Oh, hit that live. Yeah, hit that live, Joshua. There you go. I could see a regular couple, if your old lover just decided to post a picture, I could see the person being like, what did you do that made them feel like they could do this? And also, what was Diddy thinking? Why would you just do that on a random Tuesday?
Diddy's petty.
He is.
Mm-hmm. He's petty. That's why he did it. And that's why you got to understand, like, if you know the nature of someone's ex, then you don't have to really worry about it. Like, I feel like anybody who knows Diddy would do something like this. This is not, to me, in my opinion, this is not like, oh, Diddy, why would you do this? Right. It's like, of course he would do this on a random Monday. If one of Marcus's, like one of the chicks that he used to talk to posted a picture of them, I wouldn't care.
You wouldn't?
No. Listen. Listen, I'm not cocky, but I know who I am. I'm not worried.
Who I am. God showed
I'd be like,
me.
I'd be like, oh, y'all had fun together, didn't y'all? Oh. That's where I would be at.
Yeah, I guess
that's where I would be at. But yeah, no, I don't. Would you? Well, obviously. So you felt some type of way that he posted.
Kev was triggered.
I'd be like, man, what you doing, bro? That's been 20 years old. You didn't have her then. You didn't have her.
But he posted a picture of you in hair wrap.
I don't know. Listen, man, I didn't know. I couldn't date Melissa yet. I had to do some work. I had to be in the friend zone. I spent the first half of the year in the friend zone, and then my plan started working. But I wanted her from the beginning. I wasn't going to be Jacob and Haley. I beat through that friend zone, and I made my way down.
Rainforest with a machete.
So anyway, let's move on. Diddy, you're petty, and we're clocking you. So this interesting thing happened. We don't usually talk sports, but this one I think is worthy of a little bit of conversation. Josh, can you hit me one more time? Hit that live for your boy. Naomi Osaka, who is one of the world's top, I'd say she's usually ranked top 5 in the tennis world. She last week she said, hey, hit the live on the left side, Josh. There you go. There you go, sweet baby. Last week, she said, low-key, I'm not going to do press for the French Open this year. Like, it gives me a lot of anxiety. I be feeling away. Basically, a lot of times they ask dumb questions, and I don't be feeling like it. And it messes with my mind. I got to go and play. I'm not finna do this. I know I'm going to get fined. I'll deal with that. I got the bread. She made $50 million, I believe, last year. And I think the fine is somewhere around $15,000. So she was like, broke boy, ain't no problem to me. I'll pay $15K a day. I want to focus on playing tennis. I don't want to be over here dealing with this, right? So then the French Open and the other 3, I think the Wimbledon, Australian, maybe the US Open, they all said, you gonna talk, or you're going to force being disqualified from these tournaments, because as an athlete, you're required to do media as part of your thing. So Naomi was like, bet I'm withdrawing from the French Open. Let me read her statement. Hey, everyone, this isn't a situation I ever imagined or intended when I posted a few days ago. I think now the best thing for the tournament, the other players, and my well-being is that I withdraw so that everyone can get back to focusing on the tennis going on in Paris. I never wanted to be a distraction. I accept that my timing was not ideal, and my message could have been clear. More importantly, I would never trivialize mental health or use the term lightly. The truth is I've suffered long bouts of depression since the US Open in 2018, and I've had a really hard time coping with that. Anyone that knows me knows I'm introverted, and anyone that has seen me at the tournaments will notice that I'm often wearing headphones as it helps dull my social anxiety. Though the tennis press has always been kind to me, and I want to apologize, especially to all the cool journalists who I may have hurt, I am not a natural public speaker, and I get huge waves of anxiety before I speak to the world's media. I get really nervous and find it stressful to always engage and give you the best answers I can. So here in Paris, I was already feeling vulnerable and anxious, so I thought it was better to exercise self-care and skip the press conferences. I announced it preemptively because I do feel like the rules are quite outdated in parts, and I wanted to highlight that. I wrote privately to the tournament apologizing, saying that I would be more than happy to speak with them after the tournament as the slams are intense. I'm going to take some time away from the court now. When the time is right, I really want to work with the tour to discuss ways we can make things better for the players, press, and fans. Anyways, hope you all are doing well, staying safe. Love you guys. I'll see you when I see you. So I want your thoughts, Angel. I just want to quickly say, now you done messed up. Because Naomi is one of the biggest draws in tennis. Mm-hmm. And y'all thought you was going to play chicken with her over the money. And she said, bruh, I don't need the money. And I don't need this. And, y'all want to make it a thing? How about I take some time away? And I can't think of me personally. And I always kind of keep up with all major sports lightly. Serena, Naomi, Coco, I can't name you the other tennis people. So if they're not playing or they're not in the tournaments, they are not as big of a draw. Mm-hmm. No. And I think that these tournaments don't realize these athletes they're not like the athletes of yesterday. Mm-mm. Our generation, or this generation, she's younger than us, they're prioritizing mental health in a way that other athletes have not done. And she's okay without the money. And you need her more than she needs you. Because now I'm definitely not going to watch. If she ain't playing, I don't watch, I don't go out of my way to watch unless she's playing. Her or Serena or Coco, I ain't tripping.
And also, whoever does win, it's not almost as credible anymore because
you didn't beat Naomi.
Athlete's not in there.
You didn't beat Naomi, so good luck, congratulations, but you didn't go through me. Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts, Angel Tanksley?
I think every athlete should be able to choose whether or not they want to do press, even if it weren't mental health. Like hers is a bigger issue of like her anxiety, but it could be that she got real bad gas and she don't want to do an interview. It should not be anybody's say so, if there's been a situation set up where they're saying, I'm also so confused on why press has to be a part of you being an athlete. Like that doesn't make as much sense to me. It's just like they're getting paid to perform to a physical peakness and level. You being able to explain what happened to me is not important to me. Just like go do the job that you have been trained to do, which press, I don't see why that's a part of it, but I don't understand why it has to be a thing where you have to do press. That makes utterly no sense. So the fact that they're making a big deal out of it is just them trying to control.
That's what I think too. Yeah. I think it all comes down to control. Marshawn Lynch, who is my favorite NFL player of all time. Let me just play you what I think Naomi should do.
I don't even think she should do this.
100%.
I think she should do this for the next 3 years of her life. Oh, come on.
Hey, I'm just here so I don't get fined. So y'all can sit here and ask me all the questions y'all want to. I'm going to answer with the same answer, so y'all can shoot if y'all please. I'm here so I won't get fined. I'm here so I won't get fined. I'm here so I won't get fined.
Come on.
I'm here so I won't get fined. I'm here so I won't get fined.
It goes on for another minute, but
man, respectfully though, Mel and I were actually talking about this in the car. That the fact that athletes or whoever have to do press immediately after they win or lose.
Yes.
I mean, no matter like if you're a good winner or a sore loser or whatever, you could be in a terrible state of mind, frustrated, angry, like just focusing on the one thing that you slipped up on and why you lost. And you got to be public in front of all these people that are just interrogating you.
And you're already in your head.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and that is an opportunity to have a blow up moment that could cost a detriment in your career as well. So, like, you should definitely have the opportunity to opt out.
Listen, I'm not an athlete, but I'm a performer. Angel is a performer as well. When you do your set, Angel, I'm certain after you're done, you go back and mentally pour over everything that happened. Everything that went well, everything that didn't go well. People don't know this, but in Tacoma, I forgot a whole section of jokes. I mean, it's my second weekend. I'm tweaking my set. I forgot a whole section of jokes in Tacoma, right? My set was a little shorter than I would like. Luckily for me, the audience didn't notice, and Nate had done some time, so the show was still long, right? And the audience had a great time. It's one of my favorite shows. If I had to get off that stage and go into a press conference and have somebody say, "Hey, man, I feel like you forgot these jokes here, here, and here. You did them the other night. How do you think the audience feels about that?" I would be like, I don't want to speak about this right now. I don't want to talk about it. I'm already in my own head about it. I'm already thinking about how I can do this. I don't want to talk to you about it." And frankly, a lot of times reporters are lazy and they ask simple questions. They don't want to be there. I remember they asked Serena, she had just beat Venus, and they were like, "Hey, you don't seem that happy to be here. Is that because you beat your sister or because you're looking forward to the next match?" And she was like, "It's because I'm tired. It's 11:30. I just played. Tennis matches be like 2.5 hours long sometimes." She's like, "I just played for a couple hours, and I got to be up at 5 to practice, and y'all over here talking about the same stuff." Shut up talking to me.
I know she was talking about not wanting to do press ahead of time. That's the thing. I don't like for people to be talking to me, like doing a whole bunch of yip yapping before I have to do something.
Yes. Especially,
I need the right words in my head, and I don't need the conversation I'm having with you to be sitting in my head playing. I don't get it. I understand how publicity is important, but I don't understand why it's a major part of what an athlete has to do at a specific time. But speaking of which, I do want to get, that makes me think, I want to get the Serena Funko, what is it called? Popo Funko? What is it?
Funko Pop.
Funko Pop. I want to get a Serena Funko Pop.
You know, there's a whole Funko store in Hollywood.
Is there?
Is it? Well, can I order it online?
Oh, you
probably could.
Okay.
Well,
I'll make sure I use Honey. So if there's any discount codes,
that'd be a smart idea, Angel.
Applied. Huh?
That'd be a smart idea, Angel.
Yes, absolutely. Because I hate when I done bought something and then I can't get the goddamn discount because I didn't realize there was a discount code and a promo code. And then trying to search for it, you end up on these websites. Like when you try to search for a promo code yourself, you end up on these websites that all they trying to do is put a virus on your computer.
That's all they're trying to do.
Click here for 20% off. And then all of a sudden you looking at a bunch of the nasty stuff you didn't mean to be looking at. But see, that's why Honey is here, to save you from all that mess. You ain't got to worry about it. This is how it works. Okay, imagine you're shopping online on your favorite sites, right? And then when you hit checkout, the Honey button drops down. And all you have to do is click apply coupons. Wait for a couple seconds as Honey searches for coupons and if it that it can find for that site. And if Honey finds a working coupon, you'll watch the price drop. Now, let me tell you, I recently started designing or decorating Amar's nursery.
Yeah.
And so I went through a site that helps you design everything. And then they gave me the list of items I need to buy in order to put this design together. And it was getting kind of pricey. I made sure I clicked on Honey because it was different vendors that they had me buying stuff from. I was able to save money from 3 out of the 6 vendors because of Honey. Pulling me these coupons, free shipping, pulling me 15% off. There was this one thing I got, this little chair for his room. Yes, saved me about $20.
About $20?
About $20 because of Honey. And I was so grateful because I was getting ready to check out and I said, no. Let me make sure I do this on my web browser that got Honey on it. And I surely did save myself some money. Honey has found its over 17 million members, over $2 billion of savings. And that's because Honey supports over 30,000 stores online. Come on, somebody. So this is what we want you to do. If you don't already have Honey, you could be straight up missing out on free savings. It's literally free and it solves in a few seconds. And by getting it, you're doing yourself a solid and supporting this podcast. I never recommend something that I don't use, guys. So get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/SK.
SK.
Again, that's joinhoney.com/SK.
SK. Hold on one second.
Okay, now Okay, go ahead, Kevin.
Oh, you
Now,
got
me and
another ad?
Kevin, which yeah, I'm about to do the next ad.
Okay, go ahead.
Where are you going?
Okay. So me and Kevin are, about to be on this tour. Kevin's doing this whole eat at different places type of deal. But let me tell you something. That is not the life that I get to live at home. At home, I'm over here trying my best to figure out what we gonna eat. And sometimes I just get tired of doing that. That is why I am glad for services like Green Chef. Green Chef is the first USDA certified organic meal
Certified
kit
free.
company. Okay. Enjoy clean ingredients you can trust, seasonally sourced for peak freshness. Let me tell you why that's super important for me in my life right now. Because we're going to be on the road a lot of times you don't have quality organic ingredients at your fingertips. So when I am home, it's all about me putting the good things in my system.
Yes.
So this is why Green Chef is so important to me currently, right now. Ingredients come pre-measured, perfectly portioned, and mostly prepped, so you can spend less time stressing, more time enjoying delicious home-cooked meals. Green Chef makes eating well, easy, and affordable with plans that are fit to every lifestyle. Whether you're keto, paleo, vegan, vegetarian, or just looking to eat healthier, there's a range of recipes to suit your diet or preferences. Y'all also know I'm trying to get in the best shape of my life, and I don't be having a lot of time. So Green Chef is where it's at, and the stuff be good. It's hard to sometimes get that combination of healthy and inexpensive. Green Chef has both of them. I'm about to be going back on my WW, and this fits perfectly with inside of my point system. And because I don't have a chef that comes, I am Chef Angel. I am Chef Tanksley, right? Marcus, my husband, he's back and working out, and he's trying to get his whole life and body together. Green Chef is about to have us both right tight, okay? Because we trying to get these abs. We trying to be, just over here sexy. You feel me? And Green Chef gonna do that. And Green Chef is the most sustainable meal kit, offsetting 100% of its direct carbon emissions and plastic packaging in every box, so you can feel great about what you're eating and how it got to your table. This is what we want you to do. Go to greenchef.com/90SK.
90SK.
And use the code 90SK
90SK.
to get $90 off, including free shipping. Go to greenchef.com/90SK
90SK.
and use the code 90SK
90SK.
to get $90 off, including free shipping. It is highly encouraged for you to use Green Chef, the #1 meal kit for eating well.
You have any more thoughts on Naomi Osaka, Angel?
No, I feel for her, and I stand with her, and and hopefully, things will change, and it won't have to be a thing of, well, I'm out. But I'm glad she did say she was out.
And I'm glad these athletes are saying it ain't finna be like it used to be. You don't own me. I don't even understand how the tennis, like, she's an independent contractor. It's not like you work for the NBA, it's part of your contract that you have to do it. I'm curious how it works in tennis where you have to do, I guess, part of the purse that you win is required that you have to talk to the media. But I actually hadn't thought about what you said until now. Like, you watch the game. Report on what I did on the field.
Yeah, go watch the tapes.
You don't need to. Why you need to know how I feel about what I did? You saw me play. That's like they don't ask nobody who was on the bench. What did you think? Well, nobody cares. I didn't play. So
I don't get it.
Anyway, I get it. The athletes being like, nah, though. But anyway, let's move on. This is an interesting story that I saw. Florida concert promoter charging $18 for tickets if you're vaccinated, $1,000 if you're not, in an effort to increase safety in the concert. I think in this concert, you could either be vaccinated or you could show a negative COVID test within 3 days. And I don't know, I guess this is legal. I didn't know it was, but do you think this is going to be a thing moving forward as the world resumes to normalcy, as the pandemic is still, I can't say it's under control, but it's more under control, at least in LA, than it was this time last year. Your thoughts, Angel?
I don't know how that's gonna fly. Like, I just really, I really don't. Yeah, I don't know, because I think they did say something about people who are immune compromised.
Yep.
Like how I I just it seems discriminatory to me. But
To make sure you're to charge that price if you're not vaccinated.
yeah, like and I could be wrong, but it doesn't feel like that's something that should be legal.
That's what I was wondering. I was like, wait, I know like government entities and schools and things like that. I know those like public services can't require you to be vaccinated. I know there's always been this discussion about vaccine and travel and vaccine passports, but there are certain places you can't travel to without a certain vaccination. I believe some countries in Africa you can't visit without a yellow fever vaccination, or maybe Asia. So that's not that unusual. Certain countries' visas, they have certain requirements. And I know certain countries now are requiring you to either be vaccinated or proof of a negative COVID test within 3 days. So I know a lot of people are like, I ain't gonna get it until they force me. And I don't think the force is coming in the traditional way, because this vaccine is approved for emergency use only. And I don't think you cannot force somebody to do something that's emergency use only. However, if it passes that, you can force people to get certain vaccines in certain schools. I know my son's school was like, when they were into 7th grade, they were like, hey, where's this vaccine for whatever it is? I don't remember the shot. And we didn't have it. They were like, all right, come pick him up until he has it.
He gets it done. Yeah.
You literally can't come into this school unvaccinated. And they're cool with that.
Yeah. In California, that is definitely the case. In Texas, that's not the case. In Georgia, in most red states, the family still has the right to choose which vaccinations their children will have. Now with COVID, because like you said, it's for emergency use only, and because it was such a quick turnaround, it's not something that the school system is requiring of teachers or students to have in order to return back to school.
Yeah.
So I don't know if what this company is trying to do as far as an increased safety is going to actually work,
right?
Because people can fake it.
Oh yeah.
Because let's be completely clear about Angel. While Angel is fully vaccinated, if I had chosen not to be vaccinated, if this was an event that I really wanted to go to, I'm a lie. I'm not paying $1,000.
Angel, my little vaccine card.
What's on that card?
My little vaccine card.
Yeah, turn to the back.
My little card, when I went and got my first shot, them cards was just on the table. Okay.
Hey,
matter of fact, even with dog, there's nothing on there like that can't be made in Photoshop. All you got to do is go Photoshop cardstock. It's not not impossible to get that card, and you show that to them. Josh has a digital thing. Like you could make it. So
yeah,
people are smart. They were selling. I remember a couple people got busted in Florida earlier this year for selling fake negative COVID tests. Like whatever.
They got me. What?
If there's ever a thing that has to be required, somebody's going to make the fake version of that. Fake passports, fake driver's license, fake credit cards. So nothing's going to ever be 100% secure.
Oh, hey.
Secure.
Hey.
I don't know what's happening with my tongue.
We're sleepy boys.
It's okay.
I am swoopy boy. We got back. We had to basically get up at 3:30 yesterday, 4:00 to make our flight. I don't know what I was doing when I was booking the show, but we had 4 days in Tacoma, 6 shows. The earliest flight back to from Seattle, all day Monday to recuperate, today, and then we fly out to Lexington
tomorrow night.
Why can't I say Lexington?
It's okay.
Kentucky.
It's okay.
What? I never had trouble saying Lexington.
Just don't say it during your show.
Kentucky.
Don't be like, what's up, Lexington?
Hey,
Lexington, Kentucky. Okay.
No, Lexington.
Let me get it.
There's no K in there.
Get it right now. Okay. I'm not even joking. For whatever reason, this eludes me.
Kev,
Here we go.
Okay, we got to talk after this.
Okay. Lexington, Kentucky.
There we go. Just keep that K up out of there.
Lexington.
No, get the K out.
I need to do it 3 times fast. Here we go. 3 times good. You good?
Yeah, our flight got canceled tomorrow.
From Delta?
Yeah, I just saw it right now.
Lexington, Kentucky. Lexington, Kentucky. Lexington, Kentucky. There we go.
Y'all's flight got canceled.
Give me 1 second. I can't just do that, Josh. You know you can.
This is why my face was perplexed.
You know it's gonna mess my life up. Delta been moving these flights around like ridiculously lately.
No, guys.
But the problem too is there's a layover. So I think the one that's the layover, the one to the layover.
Where's the other city that's with an hour from Lexington?
Y'all need to fly to CVG and just rent a car from there and drive down.
Is that Cincinnati?
And that's a straight through flight.
CVG? Is that
CVG.
the Cincinnati airport?
Yes, it's a straight through. That's what we flew. We flew a red eye from LAX to CVG. Get a rental car and drive the
down?
hour in. Mm-hmm.
Oh, they rebooked us, Josh.
Which one though?
We leave at 8 and oh no, wait.
That's what I'm confused about. I don't know.
Oh no, it is. You gotta find alternative flights. Okay, we'll deal with that after this.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yes, Rose is correct. It's actually in Kentucky. They call it Cincinnati Airport, but it's not in Ohio. It's still in Kentucky.
Ah, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Interesting enough.
Okay, I think I did fly to Cincinnati, so we'll figure that out. That's actually even better because then I can do a nonstop.
Yeah, nonstop be what it is. It's only 3 hours and like 40-minute flight.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, we here?
Does Lexington
just don't
Lexington?
do it?
Does it have a nickname that I can act like I knew about?
Lextown.
Oh, Lextown. I can do Lextown easy.
Yeah.
What up, Lextown? Oh, see, Lextown, Kentucky. I don't even got to say Kentucky. What up, Lextown? What's up, Lexington?
Why would you try it again?
I need to know why I can't do this.
If I was able to get Tim Chaturangsu, you should be able to get Lexington,
I
Kentucky.
don't know. I've never had this problem. Lexington, Kentucky. For real? What is happening with me?
You're putting a K where it doesn't belong. It's like when people put an R in my married last name and they're like Tankersley.
Figure it out, man.
Lexington, Kentucky.
Get the K.
Lexington, Kentucky.
There is no K. Get that from the back of your throat.
Lexington, Kentucky.
Yes. Kentucky. You sound like a toddler.
Lexington, Kentucky. Why are you saying Kentucky? Am I dyslexic now?
I think you're having a stroke.
Lexington.
Yeah, you said Lexington right.
Lexington. Oh my God. I'm looking at the letters in my mind and I'm still messing up. Lexington, Kentucky.
Oh no, I can't.
Lexington, Kentucky.
Hey.
There we go. Now I need to do it 3 times or I can't move on. Lexington, Kentucky.
3 times.
Lexington, Kentucky.
There it is.
Toy boat. How'd I say that? Lexington, Kentucky.
Lexington. Mm-hmm.
Lexington, Kentucky. Lexington, Kentucky. Lexington, Kentucky. There.
You almost lost it on the
You sound like when they were teaching Helen Keller water. Wawa?
Oh.
In the movie when she's blind. Wawa? Like we about to work you through here until we get you all the syllables. Bless it.
I never struggled so much with this.
Testing,
Lexington, Kentucky. Lexington, Kentucky. Lexington, Kentucky.
About this time, I feel as though Amar could say it better than you.
He probably can. He probably can. My little nephew. I love him. I miss him. I want to hug him. I'm gonna see him in Lextown. I might not see him in Lexington, Kentucky.
No, nobody lives in this imaginary town in your throat. Lexington. Yes.
Maybe I need to take a pause. Lexington.
Nope.
What is happening?
I really don't know, Angel. Lexington, Kentucky. Lexington, Kentucky.
Tintati.
I feel like I'm learning to speak as a bebe.
That's what I'm saying.
Lexington.
Lexington.
Lexington, Kentucky. There. Lexington.
Yeah, PT. You need physical therapy for your tongue.
I really do. I need to do some like tongue ups. Lexington, Kentucky. There we go. I'm good. All right. Lexington.
No.
Stop it.
Let's move on. I don't know what's happening with my life. Lexington.
I don't even understand. I don't. I can't wait until you, or you can call it the Bluegrass State.
I'm gonna say Lextown. I'm gonna say Lextown. I can't risk. People take it personally if you mess the name of their city up. I remember when I went to Norfolk, Virginia. Norfolk. I said Norfolk, and they were like, "This is wrong." And I was like, "It's my first time." It's spelled Norfolk, and they were like, "You ain't from here." Obviously, I'm not. I flew in.
Right.
Obviously, I'm not from here.
You gotta be like Lextown, the Bluegrass State.
Lextown, Bluegrass, Lextown, KY.
Yeah, that's all Lexington is. It's a bunch of pretty grass.
I want to hear some
and horses.
I want to hear some live bluegrass.
Thank you, Passionate for Christ. She understood.
Lexington.
It's time for a Sunday ad,
Yeah,
but you kept talking about how you can't talk. Lexington is full of beautiful grass, and I'm sure it's because they're using Sunday. Sunday is sponsoring this episode of Here's the Thing, and you all know I love me some Sunday. Sunday, make sure, I want to turn my cameras so y'all can see what I can see outside of my mother's house where I'm at right now. This grass is gorgeous. And y'all know we do not have gorgeous grass in California. Unless we are using Sunday, we're not going to have it. And what is Sunday? Sunday is a custom lawn care plan. And it provides more than just a lawn care product. It has a plan that helps you in varieties of ways to grow a beautiful lawn and control your weeds and remove pests. Also, it takes out all the guesswork. So if you're not somebody who knows, like, grass is not just grass, okay? There's different types of grass. That's the reason why Kentucky is called the Bluegrass State. Our grass had a blue hue to it.
They probably was using Sunday back in the day.
So there's different types of grass. So different types of grass require different types of things. And one thing that I know I don't like in my grass is unwanted chemicals. And that's something that you will not find in Sunday, making it safer for kids, adults, the planet, and pets. So what happens is you take this little quiz on Sunday where you tell them what your lawn care goals are. They then do an assessment of your lawn. This is all happening virtually. Nobody has to come to your house to like do some sort of like, inspection. They take a satellite picture of your lawn and then they come up with what plan would work best for you to be able to reach your lawn care goals. And what's even the best part is that it's all delivered to you right to your door. The pack that has all the nutrients for your grass, you just hook it up to a hose and it takes only about 15 minutes to do your entire lawn care treatment. And this is how much they're trying to take the guesswork out. They put the date that you're supposed to actually put the lawn care solution onto your grass. So you don't even have to be like, now, when do I do this? When? And then they'll have the next date on your next package as well. So it literally works so easily and it'll make your grass so gorgeous. So this is what we want you to do.
What we need to do, Angel?
Let Sunday take the guesswork out of growing a greener, more beautiful lawn this spring. Visit getsunday.com/SK. Get $20 off your custom lawn plan at checkout. That's $20 off your custom plan at getsunday.com/SK. We thank Sunday for sponsoring this podcast.
Lexington, Kentucky.
Stop it.
Nope. Shut up.
Lexington, Kentucky. Josh, cut that section out.
Okay.
And send it to me. I can't even do a better ad than saying I can't say it, but I'll be there
Lex Town.
Cut that whole section out. Send to me, Kevin.
Big Lex.
Big Lex. Lexington, Kentucky.
Stop it.
No, why? It's
Lexington.
like you're tap dancing over it. You're like doing a shuffle ball change. Just step through it.
I'm putting the Ken in Lexing.
There's no K is what I keep trying to tell you. I know,
but I'm seeing it. I'm saying Lexington, Kentucky.
You're still doing it wrong.
Yes.
Moving
so
on.
you're taking
Tight hour.
Lexington, Kentucky. Okay, moving on. This is an interesting story. Army trainee who hijacked bus full of kids has tried to escape jail twice. He kidnapped these school children full of what do you call them? Not fifth graders, kindergartners. He hijacked the bus, kindergartners, and ended up giving up. You know why, Angel? Because the kids kept asking him questions. School bus full of 5-6-year-olds. He hijacked it with an assault rifle. And the kids are like, why are you doing this? Are you going to hurt us? Were you in the Army? And he started answering the questions, and they asked him so many questions. He was like, open the door and let me out. I'm going to just go ahead and go to jail, because what I'm not going to do is answer questions from 5-year-olds. And as a parent of former 5-year-olds, and as a person who worked in a daycare, I get it. And I know, Angel, you got twins. That means you had 2 5-year-olds at once.
I was going to jump out of the plane on the way here to get away from Sai's questions. To get away from his questions.
Parachute?
No parachute. No parachute. Them people must have thought I was the angriest black mom ever, because I literally was like, stop talking to me. That I get it. So yes, I completely get how this man was like, just take me back to jail. Put me in solitary confinement. I don't want to hear nobody else's voice.
Are you kidnapping us? Yes. Why? Because I want to take over the bus. Why though? I need the bus to do what? I'm gonna kill y'all. Will I be dead? Yes. Why? Because I would have shot you. What happens if I'm dead? You know what? I'm gonna kill myself now. How about that?
Right. Exactly. Well, can we go to the restroom first? Because I don't want to pee on myself if I die.
It was such a funny title to see somebody with a gun be like, I'm going to take this bus over. And the kids ask him stuff and be like, this is actually this is worse than jail. Because you know you're going to jail if you get caught. And he had to weigh that option and say, you know what? I got 3 square meals a day. I got a bed. At least I got my peace of mind. Yeah. Right now, I don't have my peace of mind.
Yo, King Panda said, you got games on your phone?
I just don't, how he must have felt when he got on that bus and saw it was all these little kids. Like, pull over, let me get in it. Just how upsetting. How upsetting that had to have been to get on that bus and see a bunch of little kids.
Do you get charged per kid?
Yeah.
My God.
You get charged per kidnapping thing. And then you probably get another charge for it being a minor. I'm sure there's an additional charge.
Yeah. And the weapon. Like
he went to court, Angel. He was like, guilty to all charges, all children. Can I go to jail before the families come? What if the kids come in court? I don't want to deal with none of that. Guilty.
Where was this?
Guilty.
I think it was in Lexington, Kentucky.
Nope, it wasn't. It wasn't there.
Pretty sure
wasn't
it was
an imaginary place.
Lexington, Kentucky.
But who sees a yellow school bus and goes, there's my way out?
It was in South Carolina. Buses don't even go fast, Angel.
No, they don't. That is the slowest getaway vehicle.
This is like your joke with Joe.
He might as well have been on a scooter.
He might as well have been on a scooter.
just
and it's not funny that he kidnapped children, but the fact that the kids saved their own life with annoyance is, that's great. That is great that they were like, nah, man, nah, though. And I think kids' genuine interest saved their life.
They're like,
you think kids are going to all of a sudden behave because of a gun? No, they're going to be more interested. How does that work? How do you do that? How, like, there was no way he was going to be able. I know teachers were like, you see it ain't easy. You see it ain't easy.
Right.
Y'all listen, y'all talking about we need to get these children under control. He had a gun and they didn't care.
Literally.
So,
He'd rather go to jail.
Literally, he had a gun.
I'm kidnapping all y'all. Well, where are we going? Are we there?
Are we the kids that are napping? I'm not tired. I don't want to take a nap. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out.
My mommy said I need to tell you I have a peanut allergy. So if you could not have peanuts.
I see sunflower seeds in your cup. I can't be close.
Oh my God. That's amazing.
I can't even imagine how stupid he felt. Well, first of all, the place that he escaped twice, there must be Costco employees that
Hilarious.
are keeping that jail secure, because Costco employees, they don't even check your ID no more.
They really
check
don't.
your
Get
membership.
in.
They don't care.
They don't. They're just making sure it's a human walking through the door, but they don't care if you have a Costco membership or not.
Until you check out, though.
That must be who's guarding the jail. And they're like, oh, he's walking out, so apparently he must be free. Like, how is he getting out so much?
Yeah, I totally agree. Totally agree. We got to go. Just want to say, if you did not check us out on the 85 South show, please check it out. 2.5
I wasn't
hours.
on there. He means him and his guy friends.
Oh, wow. Oh, because Angel, that's the trip that he didn't tell you about.
Right.
Yeah,
so they
got
had
it.
a great time. They had on their 85 South shirts.
Yeah, they all
I
got
understand
hoodies.
it's a boys club, and I'm just a girl who ain't got a nut. You know what I'm saying?
I took the
Go
photos.
ahead. You did,
Yeah.
Josh. It was a good photo.
That's how I remembered that you weren't there. 'Cause I
But
was
yeah,
there.
okay. But go ahead. We have to go. Go ahead. What were you saying?
What
Kevin?
about the episode, Kev?
Check out Poor Minds. They are women who are on the 85 South network. It's not a boys club. Check out the episode. There's a whole story about pocket sausages that Tahir completely brought out of nowhere, and I'll never forgive him for it. And this weekend, we are in Lexington, Kentucky.
Nope. He done told you, bro. Just hang that one up.
This weekend, we are in Kentucky, Lexington. I tried to go the other way with that.
Nope, you're terrible.
Lextown, Bluegrass State this weekend, Thursday. I believe there's already one sold out show. I believe the Saturday early is already sold out, and the Friday early is on its way.
Yep.
We got 6 shows.
We got 5 shows.
One Thursday.
One Thursday,
1, 2, 2.
2 Friday, 2
trying to
Saturday.
get used to
We're
this
hanging out with Mama Dorothy.
Mama Dorothy.
We're going to hang out with Mama
Is
she
Dorothy.
watching right now?
Is she coming to the show, Angel? Any of the shows?
She's coming to every single show.
Is she really?
Yes.
I love Mama Dorothy. I might spend the night.
Listen, don't you get her. Listen, she got this a 5-bedroom house. She'll be like, which room, Kevin?
Make me a little cot over there, Mama Dorothy. I'm gonna take that one
That house
downstairs.
got 5 bedrooms.
I want Mama
Yes.
Dorothy to do the rap. I want me and her to record Peter K.
You know she's gonna be ready. We
No
practiced it yesterday.
doubt about it.
We got to shoot something. We got to
He's
shoot
like-
something with that. At her.
We need to get her on the. We got to get her on the food show. So if you're in Kentucky this weekend,
There you go.
We'll see you in Lexington, Kentucky.
Yeah.
Love you, Patreon. Stick around. We're gonna shoot a bonus episode right now.
Here's another banger for you. Here's another one. Here's another banger for you. Here's another one. Here's another banger for you. Here's another banger for you. With my boy Kev on stage. And that chick Angel.